Raise your hand if you've ever been anemic or you're currently anemic. I could do both hands raised high. What is up with anemia and thyroid issues? A lot. Today, in this What's Up with Wednesday, we're going to talk about the connection between the two and how they impact each other. Now, I personally have dealt with anemia my entire life. I've had issues with heavy periods when I was a teenager that would lead to problems with keeping my iron levels up. And then on top of that, I had gut issues that were creating the loss of iron in the gut or the poor absorption of iron. So the first time I ever had my ferritin checked, I was probably in my mid 20s. It was 4. It was a flat 4. Now, ferritin is the storage form of iron, and it's a very important number to check. If you've never had yours checked, you do want to get it checked because ferritin is what helps deliver the thyroid hormone to the cells. So, if you don't have enough ferritin or the storage form of iron in your blood, then you could be making thyroid hormone okay. The TSH might be telling your thyroid to make T4. The T4 could be converting well into T3 in the liver. But if you don't have enough ferritin, then it's like having a bunch of people without any taxi cabs to take them where they need to go. I see this happen frequently. And that tells us that we've got an issue in the gut. That's the first place I like to look because iron is absorbed through the foods we eat. So it's absorbed through the gut wall and then it's used in the tissues and the bloodstream. Now, if you have a sneaky or subtle infection in the gut, oftentimes those little critters will eat up the iron before it can be absorbed. Or they can use iron to create a little film around themselves to prevent the immune system from detecting them. That is something that's very common with iron as well. Parasites are another big cause of iron depletion. And then all of these little critters, they also can poke little holes in the gut lining, and that can cause microscopic bleeds that will cause the numbers to go down. So, looking for critters is an essential step to find out why you're anemic. Why are those numbers low? Now, with thyroid issues, there often is associated heavy periods, heavy bleeding, clots, cramps, a lot of blood that is lost. I went through that for decades. And that is another thing that will bring your iron levels down. So, oftentimes, doctors will just prescribe birth control. Just take a birth control, that'll fix your cycles. Yeah, but it doesn't address the issue with the thyroid imbalance and it doesn't address the issue in the gut. And in some ways, the birth control, a lot of ways, the birth control will make the gut even worse. So it doesn't solve the iron or the anemia problem, but it solves the symptom. It can make things a little better. So, what's up with anemia and thyroid issues? Well, they usually start in the gut. And they usually start from sneaky little infections like bacterias, fungus, mold. All of those things will create these issues with absorption and also with depletion. So let us know in the comments if you're comfortable. Have you had anemia? Do you have anemia? Are you taking anything for anemia? Because the other thing I frequently see is doctors will see on a lab test that you're anemic and they'll prescribe massive doses of iron. And that can create a bigger problem if, in fact, we're dealing with an infection that's eating the iron because now we just fed the beast. It's like putting gasoline on a fire. So I'm not a fan of just dosing out iron. I'm not a fan of taking it willy nilly. Oftentimes people will think they're anemic and take it, and that's not the issue. So if you're anemic, if you suspect you're anemic, let's start looking at the gut. Let's see what's going on. So comment below. Let us know if you are having problems with anemia, if you have low iron. What's up with that? Let's talk about it.